Another question that's been on everybody's mind, so I'll go ahead and address it now. I will not be wearing a white suit tomorrow. Pretty tough 5-game stretch, needless to say, we got coming up. Starts with a difficult one tomorrow night, obviously, against a very, very good North Carolina team. But with 5 difficult games comes 5 big opportunities. So we've had a very good week of practice. Took a couple days off earlier in the week from practice, kind of just regrouped, and guys seem ready to go. They have a really good focus about them, so hopefully that translates into us playing well tomorrow and trying to get this one of these next 5. So our guys are anxious and they seem ready to go.
How was Dang progressed the week?
He's gotten better. We didn't throw him back into the Wolves first day back or anything and say, here, go practice for 2 hours. But we did some individual stuff with him, built up on practice time a little bit. So he's progressed well, and as long as he doesn't have any setbacks, he should be ready to go a little bit tomorrow. And so we're just kind of taking it day by day. That hasn't changed.
Feel good about where your team is going into the last part of the season?
Yeah, I do. It was good the last 2 games, like I talked about, getting back to playing good defense. Offensively, we played very, very well the last couple games, and I think that was a product of us playing good defense, as crazy as that sounds. It's when things are going well on the defensive end of the floor, you don't seem to worry as much about the other end. And because of that, you play with a little bit more confidence, you play loose, you play free, and our guys are really passing the ball well right now, not just in these last couple of games, but in practice too. We're really passing the ball well to each other, and hopefully it's something we can continue, but we just need to come out tomorrow, and especially these last 5 games, and defend. Tomorrow obviously the backboard's going to be a big factor in the game, as it always is with them, but we got to come out and defend like I know we're capable of doing.
David, this might sound a little weird, but is it almost a good thing that Dang had to sit out a couple games? Because it seemed like it allowed some other guys to get some minutes, and it seems like those guys have really gotten some confidence.
Yeah, it's never good when one of your better players has to sit out, but there's, with the silver lining and everything, Darius obviously got a lot of time. He played very, very well in those 2 games. Jordan got a lot of time, played very well. Dwayne got a little bit more time, played well. So it was a team effort to make up for Dang being out. And like I said after our game the other day, the thing I was most pleased with was nobody came out and tried to do it all themselves. Everybody just did what they do. We played well as a team on both ends of the court, and that was pleasing to see. So, it got some guys who hadn't played nearly as much more time, and this time of year, anytime you get on the court, that experience can certainly help, especially when you're young guys like Jordan and Darius. You
guys offensive rebound so well, but the way that North Carolina gets in transition, do you have to change your mindset a little bit when it comes to this game in particular?
Yeah, you do. Your guards do. Not that our guards are crashing the glass hard every time, but you really got to be aware of, okay, if I'm one of the guards and I don't take the shot, I have to get back. And if I'm a 4 or 5 man and I have a legit chance to get a rebound, then yes, by all means. But if it's kind of one of those in between where you're caught in the high post and you probably can't get to the backboard, you need to err on the side of caution and just start to get back. And transition defense starts by doing 2 things: taking good shots and not turning the ball over. So we can't turn the ball over, and we have to take good shots. So, but with that being said, Carolina's going to push. That's what they do. But we can't get into a track meet where we're trying to trade baskets with them and make it a 98-95 type game. And we have to run our offense and stay patient and just do what we do. And instead of getting a good shot, try to get a great shot.
Louisville fans on Twitter here are upset that you're not going to wear a white suit. Do you have one in your?
I don't own one. It would take way too long. I can't exactly just run down to Macy's and pick one up off the rack. So, it's my wife was nagging me saying, you got to do something, and I just, that's not my personality. It'll be a great environment in here tomorrow night. I know everybody's excited. Our players our returning guys who played in here in that environment are excited. Our young guys they'll be blown away by what it's like. But not only because it's white out, but because we're playing North Carolina at 8 o'clock on a Saturday. But it'll be the best environment we've had in here this year. There's no doubt about it.
Do you even have like a beige suit or something?
Black, navy blue, and dark gray. That's all I got. My wife gives me a hard time all the time. She says, I dress like this. Like everything I own is black. And I'm not a dark person. I'm not gothic. I just, I have very pale skin, as you can tell. And white it's not my color. Even in the summertime, if I'm playing golf or doing something, I'll wear a golf shirt, but I don't wear white ones. I don't know. It doesn't look good on me. It's not my color. I don't know if I have a color, but that's definitely not it. Well, I asked somebody, it might have been Jordan Sutcher, it might have been my wife, because I have a white tie. I got married, I had a tuxedo on, but it was a white necktie, and I was like, should I wear that? But then they were like, no, that would look too much like a tuxedo. And so we've thought about some things, but we still got about 24 hours, so I don't know, maybe I'll go home and she'll have something all picked out for me. But,
Do you think it will be something different, or you?
yeah, I don't know. I just don't know besides wearing a white suit, I don't know what you can really do. You know, I don't know. But like I said, she's been texting me a little bit about it today, so I could come home. There could be a couple new things that she'll want me to try, but it could be a game time decision. But I would say right now, I wouldn't get my hopes up if I was anybody else.
All right, any questions for Jordan?
First of all, what was your reaction when you heard you were Rookie of the Week in the league?
It was definitely an honor. I was excited, so it was a first time thing for me and something I hope, maybe I can do it again or maybe one of my teammates can do it, so, it was great.
How'd you find out?
I think I got like a notification on my phone.
Oh,
and then, so.
Like a personal one, or you just saw that?
Like I just saw it, like it popped up. I think it was on Instagram. I think I saw like they posted it, like our team page posted it.
So pretty neat when you read that and it's you.
Yeah, it was.
What's been the key to you, just as the year has progressed, and how you seem to be more at ease and performing better?
Just to stay focused and keep my confidence up regardless of what the situation might be for me. So that's probably the biggest thing.
I know you guys have been big on the one game at a time thing, but I suspect you might have peaked and know what's lying ahead of the next couple of weeks. Do you look at that and say that's why I came to play here and be in the ACC?
Yeah, definitely. Competition day in and day out is going to be great. Just got to be focused, and hopefully we can, get some of these next few games going forward.
Do you look at it and think how tough it is, or does that enter your mind? Or?
Yeah, and I know it's my mind, sometimes, but a lot of these kids I've played already a bunch of times, on a bunch of different circuits. So, to me it's nothing like too crazy. I've always playing like the EYBL, Adidas leagues like that. It's, all those kids are playing, these type of conferences now. So it's just, I'm sure they've gotten better, we've gotten better. So, everybody's great. Just got to bring your A game and play.
Jordan, the last couple of games with Dang being out, it's allowed you to have more minutes, gain some confidence. It's allowed Darius to get more minutes, gain some confidence. For you guys as a team in the long run, will that serve you guys well, the fact that when he does come back and you guys got good confidence?
Yeah, it will serve us well for sure. Just having that experience on the court is something, we all need. And it's definitely going to help us moving forward, later in the season.
What are your impressions of Carolina after watching them?
They're just playing really good right now. I know they've won a couple games straight, I'm pretty sure. So, they're playing really good basketball. We're going to have to bring our A game if we want to, come out with a win tomorrow.
Jordan, the importance of getting back on defense because they're so good in transition.
That's been a focus in practice. Sometimes we won't even take the ball. I would just start going up the court just so we can practice, getting back and, being in position, being able to help each other out. We're just going to have to really focus on that because they're one of the best, transition teams in the country.
Good shooting team too, right?
Yeah, great shooting team.
How have you kind of, over the year, started to kind of pick up moments where you're like, okay, this is a good shot for me, and this is a shot where, next time I should probably pass that up and get a better one?
Yeah, well, when I first got here, in practice for the first couple weeks, I would just shoot a lot of bad shots, and I would hear it every time that that's a challenge shot, that's a challenge shot. So, over the course of the season, I've definitely, begun to learn what's a challenge shot and what isn't. And sure, there's sometimes I'll still take challenge shots, but, it's definitely gotten a lot better since I've been here, especially with, all the coaches telling me, just have good shot selection.
In your eyes, what's a challenge shot for you?
If they can block my shot, it's challenged. If they can, that's probably, I don't think it's challenged.
There's been some examples recently, I think, of what Dave was talking about. If you'll give up the ball, a lot of times it'll come back to you, and you'll get up a better shot than the one you passed up. Has that kind of been part of what you learned too?
Yeah, I've definitely learned that, just getting the ball moving and then, moving off the ball is a big thing, because once you start, somebody else can create for you, and then if you get yourself open, you can get put in a really good position to score the ball. So, sometimes when I get in, I'll just we'll move the ball around on offense, and I'll end up being open for a great shot. So, you know, it's just something that I've learned being here. You don't need to do it all yourself. So it's definitely something I've learned.
Anything else?
There's a really weird, this is kind of a wonky stat thing, but there's a really weird breakdown of your three-pointers. You seem to be, you're shooting like 40% better in half-court versus transition. Is that just a weird thing this year, or is that something where you've always felt more confident shooting in half-court versus kind of fast breaks and transition?
I think that might just be a weird thing this year, I guess, you know. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. You know, in practice, I shoot a lot of transition threes and make a lot too, so, you know, it might just be a weird thing. Maybe I'm just a little off in the game in transition, but, yeah, I guess that might be a weird thing. I never even heard of that.
That's okay.
Jordan, the games against North Carolina here have usually been like really competitive, like down to the wire, and the environment has just been kind of like crazy with the fans. For you as a player, like how are you looking forward to like playing just an environment where everybody's kind of going nuts in like a very competitive game like that?
You know, I'm really, you know, excited for that, especially since we're at home. So, you know, the good thing is a lot of them will be cheering for us, so that's really good. You know, our fans are crazy, so, you know, it's definitely going to be fun, and just I can't wait to like see the energy everybody brings for us.
Why do you think Darius and Malik, I mean you too, but why do you think all three of you guys now are playing so consistently well?
I think a lot of it has to do with practice. You know, there are some days he mixes up the teams, but on the same note, you know, we're all just going so hard in practice with each other, and just, you know, the chemistry's building, and we're really starting to, you know, learn and have a feel for each other's game. So that's really helping us out a lot.
Did you ever watch a game on TV before you came here, the whiteout with Coach Patino in his white suit? Or?
Yeah, I think I did watch a few games. Yeah, I think I have seen a whiteout game here.
You think Coach Padgett will wear a white suit?
Who knows? It'll be pretty funny if he does.
Anything else? Thank you.